Beneath the endless sands of northern Syria lies a secret that time itself tried to bury. For thousands of years, no maps marked it, no texts remembered its name. Even the great empires of Mesopotamia, Sumer, Akkad, Babylon, spoke of cities that rose and fell, but this one was simply gone. And yet, hidden under layers of sand and silence, archaeologists uncovered something extraordinary: a vast palace, a temple to a forgotten god, and a name carved into stone: Urkesh. Who built it? Why did it vanish? And how could an entire city, once thriving with life, sound, and faith, disappear so completely that even history forgot it existed? This is the story of a civilization erased overnight, a kingdom whose power once echoed across the ancient world, and whose ruins now whisper the truth of history's greatest disappearance.
In the late 20th century, a team of archaeologists working near the modern Syrian town of Tel Mozan stumbled upon strange stone walls jutting out from the sand. At first, they thought it was just another small settlement, one of thousands scattered across the Fertile Crescent. But the deeper they dug, the stranger it became. They unearthed a gate, massive, well-built, and older than anything found in the region. Its design didn't match the known civilizations of its time. It predated the Assyrians, even the Akkadians. Something about it felt alien, ancient, and deliberate. Soon, entire walls began to emerge, forming courtyards, temples, and underground chambers. Cuneiform tablets appeared, inscribed with names never seen before. One name stood out: Urkesh. It was a name that didn't belong to the Sumerians or the Akkadians. It was Hurrian, a people shrouded in mystery who ruled before recorded Mesopotamian history even began. The realization hit the archaeological team like lightning. They weren't digging up a forgotten village. They had uncovered the capital of an unknown kingdom, a city that had somehow disappeared from memory for nearly 5,000 years. And yet, the strangest mystery was still ahead. Because while Urkesh was rediscovered in the sands, no one could explain why it vanished, or how it had been erased so completely from the written record.
Long before the rise of Babylon or the might of Egypt, there stood a kingdom carved from dust and faith: Urkesh, the city of the Hurrians. To the ancient world, it was a northern frontier outpost, but to those who lived within its walls, it was a city touched by the gods themselves. Archaeologists discovered the ruins of vast palaces, complex drainage systems, and a temple unlike any other, dedicated to Kumarbi, the god of the underworld. This temple wasn't built to glorify the heavens. It was built to connect the living with what lay beneath. Massive stone stairways led downward into chambers that seemed designed for ritual rather than habitation. Some scholars believe these were not tombs, but gateways, symbolic entrances to the realm of the gods. To the Hurrians, life and death weren't opposites. They were part of a single endless cycle, and Urkesh stood at the center of it. Trade routes ran through its gates, carrying obsidian, silver, and livestock from Anatolia to the cities of the south. Its rulers, the Enden kings, held alliances with early Mesopotamian powers, yet kept their culture fiercely independent. In their writings, they called Urkesh the High City, a place where gods walked among men. Even by ancient standards, the city's architecture was astonishing. Its ziggurat, one of the earliest ever built, stood as a prototype of the monumental towers that would later define Mesopotamian civilization. Stone by stone, Urkesh shaped what the ancient world would become. And then, without warning, it was gone. No records of invasion, no signs of fire or mass destruction, just silence, as if the city had been swallowed by the very earth it worshipped. What could erase a kingdom so influential, so deeply woven into early human history? Some say drought or famine. Others whisper of a curse, a divine retribution for daring to build a gateway to the underworld itself. Whatever the cause, Urkesh fell, and for over 4,000 years, its name was erased from every map, every text, every memory. But the sands of time never keep secrets forever. And when Urkesh returned to the world, it brought with it clues that could change everything we thought we knew about the dawn of civilization.
Urkesh vanished without a trace, slipping from history's grasp like a ghost fading into twilight. For centuries, it was believed that the city had been destroyed by war or natural disaster. Yet, archaeologists found no evidence of burning, siege, or widespread violence. The ancient records from neighboring kingdoms fell silent on Urkesh after its mysterious decline, as if the city had been deliberately erased. Some researchers propose a slow decline, brought on by environmental changes. Droughts could have withered crops, forcing inhabitants to abandon their homes. But how do you explain the absence of gradual decay signs? Others point to political shifts, a changing of trade routes or alliances that rendered Urkesh obsolete. Yet the most haunting theory is the legend whispered among scholars, that Urkesh was swallowed by the earth itself. Beneath the ruins lie vast underground caverns, some yet unexplored. Might those massive stairways leading downward really have been gateways? Not just symbolically, but physically. Could a sudden collapse or secret ritual gone wrong have caused the city's disappearance beneath the surface? Some believe the city was sacrificed to protect forbidden knowledge, buried deep to keep its power from falling into the wrong hands. Adding to the mystery, inscriptions found in fragments speak of the time when the gates close, a cryptic phrase scholars struggle to interpret. Could this have been a prophecy or a warning? The truth remains elusive. What happened to Urkesh is one of the greatest enigmas of the ancient Near East, a vanished city holding secrets that might redefine our understanding of civilization itself. The story of Urkesh might have been lost forever if not for the relentless dedication of modern archaeologists. In the 1980s, a team led by the French-American archaeologist Maurice Lambert began excavating a site in northeastern Syria, the ancient mound called Tel Mosin. Beneath layers of earth, they uncovered the remains of a city unlike any other. Massive palace complexes rose from the soil, adorned with intricate wall paintings, the oldest known in the Near East. The Temple of Kumarbi revealed its secrets: altars, offerings, and tablets inscribed in the Hurrian language. For the first time, the voices of Urkesh's inhabitants could be heard again, whispering stories of gods and kings, of trade and ritual. The excavations exposed a city meticulously planned, with sophisticated water systems and fortifications. The ziggurat stood tall, a testament to ancient engineering skill. But what amazed researchers most was the discovery of a vast underground network, tunnels and chambers that might have served as ritual spaces or escape routes. Advanced imaging technology and 3D mapping have since revealed hidden chambers still untouched. These findings challenge everything we thought about early urban development and religious practices in the region. Urkesh wasn't just a forgotten outpost, it was a cultural and spiritual powerhouse. Each new discovery pulls back the veil, revealing a civilization rich in art, religion, and politics, one that shaped the early world in profound ways. As excavations continue, Urkesh's lost legacy is slowly coming to light, rewriting history, one stone at a time.
Though Urkesh vanished from history for millennia, its legacy endures in ways we are only beginning to understand. The city's innovations in architecture, from the earliest ziggurats to complex urban planning, laid foundations for later Mesopotamian civilizations. Its religious practices, centered around gods like Kumarbi, influenced the mythologies of surrounding cultures, echoing through centuries of storytelling. Trade routes established by Urkesh connected distant peoples, spreading ideas, goods, and technology across the ancient Near East. But perhaps Urkesh's greatest gift to history is the mystery it left behind. Its disappearance challenges our assumptions about how and why civilizations rise and fall. It reminds us that beneath the grand narratives of kings and empires lie forgotten stories, cities lost to time, waiting to be rediscovered. Today, Urkesh stands as a symbol of human resilience and the quest for knowledge. Each artifact unearthed, each tablet deciphered, brings us closer to understanding a world that once thrived on the edge of history. As explorers of the past, we are called to listen to these whispers from the dust, to honor the vanished, and to learn from their triumphs and their disappearances. Urkesh may have vanished, but its story lives on, echoing through the ages, a testament to the fragile yet endearing pulse of civilization itself.
If you enjoyed this video and are still not subscribed, please consider it, as it really helps me out a lot. Thank you.